Hello, everybody. It's meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. We are talking about some thunder showers working their way through some heavy areas of rain. Meanwhile, some of us will be hot and humid throughout the day. Hour by hour details, a couple of these storms could be strong. It's all coming up next on Hutch's Weather.
Now, a Hutch's Weather Update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, thanks so much for watching, and off to work we go, off to school we go. Showers and thunderstorm chances as we go into the early morning hours, moving out of the central Dakotas and up into the Devil's Lake Basin as we go through the mid-morning hours. Now, we will have a chance for these storms as we ride into the 3 to 5 a.m. time frame. Working their way through the eastern third of North Dakota. Locally heavy rain, some rumbles of thunder. The risk of severe at this time of the morning is not zero, but it's not high either. So we'll keep our eyes on this, but it does look like some locally heavy rain. Some areas picking up over an inch of rain, particularly by the end of the day, because as we go into the mid-afternoon hours here, we're going to see the thunderstorms break for a bit, and then more forming in the afternoon out to the west. East will drift to the north and east as we go through the day. Then we'll focus into Minnesota here. So on this diagonal from Bismarck, the James River Valley, and into the Grand Forks area into northwest Minnesota, more storms will form. On the south and east side of this, very hot, very muggy, mostly cloudy skies as we go into the latter part of the evening hours, and another round of locally heavy rainfall will be in the forecast as we go into the nighttime hours. So passing showers, not raining all day, but some areas will see some pretty soggy conditions as we go through. Rainfall potential, again, will be up to an inch in many places, but under places that do get these multiple passes, we could see some very heavy rainfall in those areas. Now, we'll look at your forecast. Let's talk about our afternoon temperatures. Notice the sharp boundary between the 60s and 70s under the showers through the daytime hours and the heat and humidity down to the south. Mid 80s to near 90 from Otter Tail County, Wadena County, but the Douglas County area, Minnesota and Alexandria. Morris and Benson also in those mid 80s. Fargo in the mid 80s boat, but as we look off to the north and east, afternoon temperatures will be on the slide with the development of those additional showers and thunder showers in the area. And as we take a look at your planning forecast for the next several days, look at the heat Monday and into Tuesday, still warm. Then thunderstorms late Tuesday and again on Wednesday. Not everybody will see them, but the wet weather trend will continue. Look at the big temperature difference, though, as we get into the latter part of the week. We are dropping out of the above average temperatures, and we'll be average or just below as we close out the work week, heading into the weekend. And there looks to be more very wet weather as we go through that time period as well. Now, when we take a look at precipitation possible by these models as we go through time here, let's go ahead and take a look at the end of the 48-hour period with this particular model. Back to the model we go. You're seeing a lot of colors here, and I do want to point out that we're looking at the range of potential amounts of rain that can happen here and not the amounts in any one given spot, because no model does a consistent job of tracking exactly where storms go. But these showers and storms that move through as we go through our Monday and into Tuesday could lead some areas by Tuesday to get many tenths of an inch of rain. Here's what some of these numbers mean, where you see the blues here. Looks like lower amounts in the far northern reaches of North Dakota. Where these storms do tend to track, though, we could have some areas ramping up to a half of an inch. And in some spots, not everyone in this area is going to get this 2 inches of rain. But under the gully washers of the thunderstorms that have a diameter on average of about 10 miles, we could see some spots picking up here and there a couple of inches of rain by the time we get to Tuesday, with more on store or in store for later in the week. Lower amounts are expected the way it looks right now here in Fargo and Point South, but we still have a chance at picking up a few tenths of an inch of rain here and into Fergus Falls as well. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Some exciting news about Hutch's weather to pass along to you. Hey, if you want to make plans for the weekends upcoming, it's kind of cool because you know what we have? We have a lot of beautiful colors that are fixing to take hold. And on Hutch's weather, I want to make sure you have everything you need. Go to hutchesweather.com, and we've made it available to you in the top part of the website. You see that? Find the fall colors map for Minnesota. It's right there, front and center. And when you click on it, you'll get the very latest from the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources there. Colors are starting to change. Hoping it makes your life easier. Drop comments in the points below. And as always, upload your photos right here on Hutch's Weather and hutchesweather.com right down at the bottom of the beautiful colors we see as we head into the fall season. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. I'll keep you ahead of the storms throughout the day today. Check back anytime, anywhere at hutchesweather.com.